Already, new video on the EDP situation. He dropped a bonger. He dropped a banger, a bonger, a whoozy, is a woozy, is a wheezy. Alrighty, so I did not expect this apology to happen at all. You know, EDP is one of those people that, in my opinion, he seems like the kind of guy that sticks to something to the very bitter end. And it's funny considering that, you know, Miranda Sings, that lady, Colleen, Maureen, whatever, lady who apparently was talking nasty with kids and also sent lingerie to a minor. You know, I would have thought that real apology would have come first before EDP. I mean, you know, it's pretty bad when EDP 445 makes an apology that is more quote unquote respectable than Sienna May, a chick who literally SA'd a guy and then had a music video where she was dancing to a Sam Smith song where the the lyrics in the end literally say, I want to be young. I did nothing wrong. You know it's bad when EDP is more cohesive than that. But anyways, I saw the apology video. I had to run through it a couple of times just to make sure I wasn't crazy. And in this apology video, he mostly apologizes to family and friends for their situation being shittier because of his actions. His friends and family have received harassment, they've been bullied. He talks about how he wants to redeem his name and wants a second chance. Tries to say he was remorseful. I mean, it's just a whole big mess. Well, how do I even start with this? Well, let's start with the most obvious. Does someone who has undeniable proof that they wanted to get with minors deserve a second chance? In my opinion, no. You know, he tried to claim that he was remorseful, but that's pretty hard to believe given the fact that he tried to make a video with an Obama AI voice interview or whatever, where he tried to say that the whole thing was a setup, the whole cupcake situation was a setup. And I mean, nobody freaking believes it. Breaking news, EDP 445 is innocent. He sold all his stuff, his prized possessions. He's been fired from every job he's been trying to get. And in the video, he talks about, you know, how hard it was and how it's been a long time coming, and the fact that he apparently has had multiple instances where he caught himself almost committing, you know, suicide, super slide. And you know what? I gotta say, I don't feel bad for you. And I don't feel bad for you having to go through that struggle. Obviously, mental illness and depression is something very real that people struggle with today. But I reserve my empathy for people who, let's say, aren't attracted to kids. Let's say the bar is that low, you know. Let's start with that first, right? I feel bad for you if you have ever thought that the world is better off without you, if you haven't had the thought to touch kids. But for you, I don't feel bad at all. And I mean, I might go out on a limb here, but I might want to say, I mean, it probably would have been better off than if you would have done that. Let's get something straight here. There are certain things that you cannot do that once you cross the line, it's over. It's freaking over, dude. And you just don't come back from that. And trying to text minors, trying to get nasty with minors is one of them. I mean, this clown still tries to pretend like he has a career after doing basically the same thing you did. But in essence, what kind of makes me mad about this apology is that he never admits to being a pedo. He never outright says it. He never says, I was trying to get with kids. And you know what? Even though he says that he's been talking with lawyers, I don't care. You know what? That was the bare minimum that you should have done years ago. And you never did. You tried to bounce back from this and you couldn't. Obviously, I mean, with the sensitive situation like this, some people say that it's kind of a difficult, delicate subject to talk about if someone has depression to the point of wanting to commit unalivement. But in this case, I think the situation is pretty clear cut. It's pretty cut and dry. If you did want to feel like doing it, you should have done it. And you know what? The world would have been saved from another predator because this world doesn't need another bad thing to happen. It would have been check one for one less monster in this world. And yeah, I get it. He was an entertaining guy. He was pretty out there with his opinions. He basically didn't hold back. But I mean, what does being funny account for if you've got this one thing about you that is a serious no-go for anyone? Parent, child, adolescent, whatever. You don't come back from that. He just mentioned that he has fans. He doesn't have fans, okay? It's pretty much over for him. I don't know how he's going to live out the rest of his life. I don't even know if he's made peace with that. Pretty much, I don't think he did. But his family is going to have to support him, I think. I don't know. In conclusion of this, you should have apologized years ago, but I guess this is the best we're going to get, 2 years after it happened. Still feel bad for the people, for the kids that he was messaging, because he didn't apologize to them. He doesn't outright say it either. I mean, I guess in these situations, you're never going to have a perfect result. You're never going to get the most desired outcome. But it's tiring to see these people try to come back into society as though nothing happened. What is funny, though, is their attempts to try to come back to society. I'm glad that most people are seeing right through this and are just making fun of him. This deserves all the scrutiny in the world. You know what? I don't feel bad for you, dude. You had the whole world in the palm of your hand. You had the best opportunity you could have ever gotten, and you threw it away. Hope it was worth it, dude. Anyways, that's all pretty much I gotta say. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. If you thought this video was entertaining, please give me a follow. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.